Prepare to have your mind absolutely blown. We all passively accept that everyday tools constantly evolve, right? But what if I told you the core, revolutionary design of the sewing machine, that ubiquitous invention, has stood virtually untouched for over a century? It's a brutal truth, a testament to its initial, mind-bending perfection, and it's all thanks to the hidden genius of Wilson's 1851 patent. We're talking about a mechanism of such exquisite precision, a microscopic symphony playing out every stitch, that it challenges our very notions of innovation. Most people think the needle does all the work. It descends, sure, pulling down the top thread, but that's just the opening act. Here's the real revelation at the heart of this mechanical ballet. As the needle hits its lowest point, it doesn't just stop. Oh no! It ascends ever so slightly, creating a crucial, almost imperceptible bulge in that top thread. This isn't just a movement, it's a perfectly timed invitation for what comes next. Because simultaneously, a silent partner, the bobbin, waits with the second thread. It's nestled within a precisely engineered rotating hook system. And this isn't some passive spool. As that needle's thread bulges, the rotating hook springs into action, not just catching, but encircling that bulge with surgical precision. It snags an astonishing length of the top thread, enough to pass entirely around the stationary bobbin. This isn't a simple grab, it's an intricate, perfectly synchronized dance of metal and thread, timed to perfection. But wait, there's more mind-bending genius. Metal pieces, engineered with a sufficient gap, hold something called the looper in place. It guides the thread's passage with unwavering accuracy. And get this specific looper shape, a critical component in forming the stitch, wasn't just a good idea. It was so fundamentally perfect, so mechanically superior, that it was utilized across over 80 sewing machine models for an incredible 80 years. Just think about that, one design element, locking down functionality for nearly a century across countless iterations. That's not just innovation, that's timeless perfection. Once that top thread has flawlessly encircled the bobbin, the needle ascends fully, pulling back any excess thread. It's during this final ascent that the true magic culminates. The two threads interlock. This creates what we know as the lock stitch, an elegant, robust, and utterly dependable stitch. This entire continuous, synchronized interaction, needle, hook, bobbin, looper, is directly born from Wilson's 1851 patent. It formed the unequivocal basis for most modern sewing machines. The next time you see a sewing machine, don't just see a tool. Remember the hidden, brutal genius of its unchanging core, a century-old marvel of engineering that's still mind-blowingly effective today. You'll never look at a stitch the same way again.